Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to go on my little cheat sheet here. Today we're going to do a theme for the week for the divine feminine, divine masculine, and we're also going to ask how do they view the connection. Okay, and so we're going to start with the DM, and then we're going to do the DF. But please know you can switch whatever relates best to you, or if you relate to both, take messages for both sides. Also, it's called crystal work. So this is a rose quartz. If you have a rose quartz, my guides are telling me that you can get more clarity from the reading through the crystal work. So if you happen to have a beautiful crystal rose quartz, it doesn't have to be this size. Go ahead and have that by you and you can get more clarity. Okay, from this, let me put that away. And then also, please make your intentions now of what you want to get out of this reading. So I am here. My intention is to help as many people get into twin flame union as possible. My intention is also to be a clear channel for the divine. Also, I'm here to empower the DM and the DF both, okay, as well as, I forget anything, to have fun. Oh, and to help people become the highest versions of themselves. Woohoo! Okay. Also, please know I am doing a 10-minute free reading for all of my new subscribers. So if you subscribe to me, my channel, or if you've already subscribed, please go ahead and email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com and to get your free 10-minute reading. And you could just send me your one burning question, and I will send that off to you on a private video. Awesome. Okay, so let's move this around. So I'll put that off to the side. Okay, so let's ask for the divine masculine. The divine masculine side. What is the theme for the week for the divine masculine, please? What is the theme for the week for the divine masculine? For the collective. For the collective. What is the theme, please, for the divine masculine? For the collective, please. For the week. Ooh, wow. Okay, number 17, we got the fairy energy. Can you see that? Sometimes I don't like doing it forwards like this because I don't know if you can read it. Anyway, it says growth, expansion, a flowering. Ooh. So for the DMs, again, if you relate to the DM, then this is for you, or if you relate to both sides. But there is a huge expansion going on this week. There is a growth. So what it looks like in this picture, it shows a fairy actually with the heart chakra shining a bright light. I don't know if giving it to the flower or receiving it from the, it's almost like a give and receive. So what I'm getting from here is that it's almost like you and your twin flame are connected at the heart chakra. Perhaps the DM is visualizing themselves connecting to you with their heart chakra. And it's almost like an expansion. It's almost like this feeling, this opening, this flowering for them. If you could see what I'm talking about on this card. And it's like almost like a fulfillment, like a filling of the cup. It's an expansion. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm getting for the week for one of the themes for the DM. All right, and let's go ahead and look at the DF. What is the theme for the week for the DF, please? One card for the DF. What is the theme for the week for the DF? It's stuck. Okay, so we have the pathway, direction, purpose, and change. Oh, this is beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so you see this woman standing at the edge of a bridge and she's looking up the mountain where the light is. And she's taking a new direction, and the direction is up. Okay, so I almost feel like the DFs this week are doing that. So they are taking a new route. They're going up in vibration is what I'm getting. Okay, they're rising in their vibration. They're taking a new path. Okay, they went over the bridge, over the troubled waters. They crossed to the other side, and now they're moving up to their light. That is where their purpose is. That is where their direction is, and huge change. Huge change. All right, that's beautiful. All right, let's also get another card for the DM. Let's get another, can I please have another theme for the week for the DM, please? What else is happening for the DM, please? Another theme for the week for the DM. What is happening for the DM this week? Stuck again. Here we go. Ah! Well, that's interesting. So it says, nothing will come of this situation. That's interesting. So for some DMs, I need clarity on that. Nothing will come of this situation. Let's see what this means. Can I have clarity on this? Nothing will come of what situation? What is going on here? What does this have to do with? Nothing will come of this situation. What does this have to do? I need clarity on this, please. The answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. So there's something going on the DM side, which we're going to dive deeper into. So what's happening, what they're telling me, what's happening this week is that they're realizing that nothing will come of the situation they're in right now. Wherever they're at, they're starting to realize that nothing will come of it. Wherever they're at, nothing's going to come of it because they have to go through this growth and expansion. That's what they're telling me. They have to go through this growth and expansion, okay? So it's almost like they're having this epiphany that nothing's going to come of this situation this week. Like this week, nothing's going to happen until I have this expansion. But the answers that they need are coming this week. So that's good. So some answers are coming. So let's take a look at the Divine Feminine. Let's look at that. So what is another theme for the week? What's another theme for the Divine Feminine? What is happening? What's going on? Okay, we got the energy is gaining momentum. So for the Divine Feminine, the energy is gaining momentum. So we'll probably get more information on that. Yeah, we're going to get more information on that. So let's go ahead and let's start with the Divine Masculine. Let's find out. Actually, before I do, I do want to pull a clarifier on that. I think I do. The energy is gaining momentum. Let's just get a clarifier. I can't leave it. I can't leave it like that. The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me. The energy is gaining momentum. What does this mean? What does this have to do with? The energy is gaining momentum. What does this have to do with, please? Take time to breathe out. Okay, we're gaining momentum because we're taking time to breathe out. All right, so that might mean yin practices, okay? So that could mean the energy is gaining momentum because of this. We're getting on a new pathway. We're getting on a new pathway, okay? Because we're doing that, now energy, so from here where we're at, so from here at the bottom of the mountain, maybe the energy is not gaining a whole lot of momentum, but as we walk up this hill, we're going to start gaining momentum on this. But let's also talk about how we view the connection this week. Let's talk about that. Let's look at the DM side. Let's get some clarity on what's going on here. I have all these other cards too. Okay, so for the DM, and again, switch it if you relate more to the DM. For the DM side, how do you view the connection? How do you view the connection? For the collective. For the collective, DM, how do you view the connection? 2 cards, please. How do you view the connection? Okay, interesting. So we have the Fool and we have 8 of Pentacles reversed. So they see this as a new beginning, okay, but they're not 100% sure that they've left the past behind, and they're not 100% sure that this is a positive move They want this new beginning, so they look at their connection with you as a new beginning, and they want to make this chance. They want to take this next step with you. They want to step into the unknown, but at the same time, they're not sure if it's such a positive direction. They're kind of questioning it because that is reversed. Let's look at a clarifier. Can I have a clarifier in this, please, for the divine masculine? Why is the Fool here with the Eight of Pentacles reversed? Why? One card, please. Oh, that one fell out. Okay, so I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so the first card that popped out was passion. They have a lot of passion for you at this time. There's a whole lot of passion going on. They feel very passionate about you. It says insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Okay, the other card we got is girl talk. Okay. And this one says time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So what I'm getting is that they want to take, so that's why I got two cards. What I'm getting is they want to take this new direction with, they want this new direction with you because they have passion for you, okay? But at the same time, they're not positive that they should make this new step because they're wondering, well, maybe you're very happily single. You know, they're thinking, you know, you've moved on, you're so happy on your own, you're making new friends, you're just having fun, you're living your life, and that maybe you don't have room for them in your life. That's what I'm getting with that. All right, so, and this could be a mirror. Remember, you always should mirror this back to Greg because all they can do is mirror back what's ever inside of you. So it's very unconscious, right? So there's always, like, we don't always know, like, what's going on inside of us until it's mirrored back to us. So that's why it's good to kind of watch these readings to see where maybe we need to flip the switch, right? So for some of you, maybe you are happily single and you are spending time with friends, and that's a good thing, right? But at the same time, if you're looking at them the same way, if you're saying, well, I have all this passion for them, and I want this new beginning with them, and I want to take this chance, but is it really a good idea? Because maybe they're happily single, and maybe they don't want me anymore. And so if you really are, if you're honest with yourself, and you really are going back and forth, and you're thinking this way, just know it's being mirrored back in your twin flame, okay? Because it's one big mirror. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the divine feminine side. How do you guys view the connection at this time? And again, it's one big mirror, so you could probably relate to both sides, the DM or the DF. You can switch it, whatever you want to do. All right, for the collective, two cards, please. How does the DF view the connection with their DM this week, please? Oh, interesting. So this week, this is what we're getting. All right, so we have Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands reversed. Okay. Eight of Cups and Eight of Wands reversed. That's very interesting, okay? So the Page of Wands is about a message of love. And so it seems like you want to send them a message of love, or you want to receive a message of love. That's how you view the connection this week. And then Eight of Wands, it's reversed. So it's interesting. So Eight of Wands is about a quick message. It is about this energy surge and communication, but it's reversed. So it's almost like you view it as, you know, almost like I know I'm going to get communication, but I know it's not going to come quickly, or I know I have to wait on this. Or maybe it's you guys, or maybe you guys are like, you know, I want to send them a message, but I'm just going to wait on it. I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to be impulsive. I'm not going to be so quick on this. And so I think a lot of you are expecting a message of love, but you're expecting it to come in rather later than sooner because it's reversed. So not a quick message. Yeah. But let's get a clarifier here. Why is the Page of Cups upright with the Eight of Wands reversed, please, for the Divine Feminine? For the collective, please, one card. Why is the Page of Cups here with the Eight of Wands for the Divine Feminine? Twin flames. Well, because we know that you're our twin flame and you just don't do anything quickly. We know you're my twin flame and you want to give a message of love, but you're just not going to for a very long time. Because that just seems to be the way it always has been for the past 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, however long this has been going on. That's hilarious. So it's all about balance, right? So the twin flame is all about balancing out your own yin and yang, your own divine feminine, your own divine masculine. So if you look at this as both you and you, right? It's your own divine masculine side of you and your own divine feminine side of you. And obviously the divine masculine side of you wants to come forward, and obviously the divine feminine of you wants this message of love or wants to give this message of love. Okay, but just know it is a version. It is a journey to the highest version of yourself, and your twin flame helps you there on both sides. Right, they're going through this too. You're both like mirroring out all this icky stuff. Triggering here, triggering there. I even wrote this down because I even had it up here because for some reason I thought I was going to talk about this. And I wrote triggers or opportunities to get to a higher state of consciousness. So that's what it is. So our twin flames are triggering us into a higher state of consciousness. Also with what's going on in the world, obviously you don't have to be in a twin flame situation. If you're just of this world, you are being triggered into a higher state of consciousness. You can't help it. There's some kind of triggering going on. They'll trigger you somehow. They will find your button somehow, some way. Somebody will. Okay, so it's a good thing. So everyone's going through this awakening. Okay, and so you really don't want to get into twin flame union when you still have all this unconscious or subconscious shadow work that still needs to get done. Because it really does spiral you out when you're with your twin flame. It's like way worse when you're with your twin flame. You start to spiral out because you don't realize like little bit by little bit when you're with people, something gets triggered at you, and it bothers you, and it kind of like it's like almost like salt in your wound, and you just have to kind of say okay, and then slowly you can kind of work on that and say what is it about me that triggers me, and what part of me do I have to call back to myself to make me feel whole. But when you're in twin flame union, it's just so in your face, and all you feel is exactly what's not healed in yourself, and it's so debilitating. And so I think a lot of us are just about there, though. That's the feeling I'm getting. I'm feeling like a lot of us did the work. We did the inner child work. We did the shadow work. We did the mirror work. So now when we get into twin flame union, like either now or next month, I feel like we're good. I don't feel like, we're going to spiral out at this time. It depends. It depends on where you are in your journey. Okay. Also, I wrote down, it's always a question of how, not an if. So I know everyone's question is, will I get into twin flame union, or, will it ever happen? And so it's never a question of if, it's always a how. Like how, always ask yourself, how do I get into twin flame union? Okay, it's not an if. It's all about the work. It's all about the inner work, okay? And I also wrote down, you're not a victim, you're a victor, right? Because at some point we always think of ourselves as the victim in this journey when we're really not. We're actually a victor. I mean, look at us. Look what we're doing this time around. I mean, can you believe it? We're going up this mountain now. I mean, we're killing it. Okay, so now let's get some guidance. Okay, let's get some guidance, please. From the divine. Actually, these are heart-shaped cards. They're very hard to. Let me just do it this way. I see something pops up. All right, can I please have guidance, please, for twin flames? Can I please have guidance for twin? I'm just going to do it down here because I just don't feel like being on my knees anymore. I'm really not like that young anymore. it's not easy to, oh, there we go. Okay, so. All right, only time will tell. Okay, we got beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So whatever you're not liking about your twin flame at this time is your own reflection of something you don't like about yourself. Equally, if there's something that you really, really like about your twin flame, just know it's a quality in yourself. Okay? So it's not something you have to go outside of yourself for. You have it already. You just have to cultivate that in yourself. All right. And then, of course, bottom of the deck, I can't help but to show twin flames. Your passion ignites. That was at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's see if there's any more. Before we get into our DM and DF messages, which we'll do that in just a minute, if there's any more guidance. Otherwise, yes, we will do some DM and DF messages. Just from your counterpart, doesn't matter. If you're the DM or DF, it'll be a message from your counterpart. I'm going to do three messages from your counterpart. Okay, can I please have more guidance or clarification or something? Some kind of clarification or guidance or something, please. Interesting. So for some of you, there might be money issues. So it says fighting over money, heal root chakra, lack of trust, fear and safety, security, survival, control. Now, it did come out reversed. So it looks like some of you are healing this, or some of you are getting out of a money issue. Maybe because of what's going on out there, maybe there's some layoffs or maybe there's some businesses that haven't reopened or something's happening. And so this could be a block is what they're telling me. So if there's money issues on either side, whether it be you or your counterpart, if there's some kind of money issues going on where you feel like it's a little bit shaky and maybe not so secure, or maybe you're worried about the economy crashing or the market crashing or whatever it is, just know that does affect your energy field between you and your twin flame, and that could actually block you from getting into twin flame union. Okay, let me see if there's any more. That was interesting. Any more advice or guidance from the angels? Any kind of guidance or clarification? One more before we do messages. Meow. The answer is meow. Didn't you know? So it says having fun, trying to fit in, being playful, modeling after others, being whimsical, free-spirited. Maybe just playing with your cats, being a cat lady. So this is all about having fun, right? So about being playful. So, even energetically being playful with your twin flame, joke around with your twin flame, play around, even though they may not know exactly what's going on. They may be playfully thinking about old memories of you, or playfully watching you on social media, or playfully just like laughing with you or laughing at you for some reason. And so you're having fun and they're like with you doing that. Like they feel that, like they feel your liveliness. They feel your good energy and vibes. You're being whimsical. You're being free-spirited. You're enjoying life. And you're not like distracting yourself with things, and you're getting things done that you've always wanted to get done. And so in your DM or DF, feel that. All right, that's beautiful. So let's go get some messages from your counterparts. We'll start with twin flame messages. And then I have like a twin flame messages volume 2. This is from Mystic Moon. She was the first, I think, twin flame reader I ever found. I didn't even know twin flames existed. And then I found Mystic Moon's channel. And I'm like, oh, is that a thing? What is she talking? And it was like a really old video. It was like a video from like years ago that she did. And I read it, and I watched and I said, oh, this looks like me and my twin flame. Like it looks just like our situation. Yeah. Anyway, I really like her decks. Okay, so a message, please, for the collective. A message from the DM to the F, or please switch it if it's the other way around. If you're the DM, if you're a DM and you want a message from your DF, that's the way it is too. Okay, let's get a message here. Oh, I can't handle your words right now. Okay, so for the collective, there's maybe some fear, right? Maybe there's some fear that perhaps someone's going to get hurt and they're like, maybe like, ooh, but what if they hurt me, or what if I did something and maybe I messed up in the past, and I don't want to hear it. Like I don't want to hear you tell me, oh, remember last time we were together and you said this to me or you did that to me. So they can't handle those words right now for some of you. But let's get another message from your twin flame. Another message from your twin flame. Let's get a message from your twin flame, please, for the collective. I'm really bad at commitment. Oh, Lord. Okay, so for some of you, all this means is you need to kind of, it's a mirror. So you have to ask yourself, it's always a mirror, it's always a reflection on you. Are some of you bad at commitment? Now, that doesn't mean to them, that means to yourself. I know. It's mirror work. All this is just mirror work. So it's like, how are you not committing to yourself? Like, what is it? What is something that you need to commit to that you haven't committed to? Is there a life purpose that you haven't committed to? Or is there some kind of like self-growth that you're not committed to? Or it could just be something like a health regimen or working out or eating right? Or is there something you're not committed to? Because that could be mirrored back to you. Okay? I know. It's just whatever it is that your soul signed up for, whatever contract you signed up for, that you would do for yourself to become whole before getting the twin flame union, it's like your soul is holding you to that. Okay? So please know whatever messages you get, and it'll be different for everyone, okay? Even as I read this, I have to like also mirror back to myself because I am part of the collective, you know. Like I'm just not by myself, right? And so, we all have to look at it and say, well, what am I not committed to? Like, is there something that I could be doing something more to commit to myself? So that let's just say your twin flame does mirror that back to you where they are, or like in person, they're like, yeah, I'm bad at commitment, or like, I can't commit to you right now. And so always put that on yourself and say, how am I not committed to myself? Like, what can I do to commit to myself? And, you know, I think for me, what that could possibly be is being committed to loving my own time with myself. So it could be different for you, but just like sometimes I'll distract myself with friends. You know, like I'll spend time with friends when really I should probably be spending time on my own by myself. Maybe like working on myself or doing something else or working on this YouTube channel. But you know, it is my birthday week. So I'm spending time with friends. So that's my excuse for this week. I am not going to stay home this time. But anyway, so whatever it is that you think, because really they're not bad at commitment at all. All they could do is mirror something out of you. That's all it is. It's just a mirror. That's all they could do is just mirror out something inside of us, I should say us as the collective. But just take what resonates and leave the rest. But let's get another message from your twin flame. Let's get a message. Okay, so this one says, I dread that I'll never see you again, but I just feel you'll reject me if you see the real me. I dread that I'll never see you again, but I just feel you'll reject me if you see the real me. And on the back of it, it says trust. Okay. So for some of you, this could be an imbalance in your own divine feminine, your own divine masculine energy. Okay. And so if they're dreading that they'll never see you again, it's almost like a fear, right? So that could mean maybe like they're hopeless or they're stagnant or they're stuck, right? Or they're like rigid or protective of themselves. And so if that's the case, it could be that you might be either overly serious or overly cold energetically towards your twin flame, and they may feel a bit more protective, or maybe you're confused, or maybe a bit like frozen, like I don't know which way to go, maybe I should get off this journey. And so with that energy, that's going to make them feel this way, either kind of stagnant, kind of stuck, or kind of rigid or protective, or like I just want to protect myself. I don't want you to see the real me type feeling. And so just know the way to balance that is to be nurturing towards yourself, nurturing towards your twin flame, send love, be playful, be receptive. Remember, if you're the divine feminine, now you're the receiver. And if you're the divine masculine, you're the giver. I know it's hard for us divine feminines, right? We're not used to that. We're not used to like receiving. And so we're used to being forward going, right? We're used to being assertive and getting what we want and getting, going out there. But now it's more about intuition, self awareness, and introspection and patience and the yin practices and being still and being at peace. They need us now more than ever. That the divine feminine has been suppressed for so long that we've all become the divine masculine in this world. Also, I just want to remind everyone that I am doing free 10-minute readings for all of my new subscribers. And so if you've subscribed, please go ahead and let me know. Go ahead and email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.